I'm here today with first impressions of a foundation, a concealer, and a powder. It's obviously what's on my face right now. It is the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and their pressed powder and the concealer. Now, I picked these up at Rite Aid. They were doing a BOGO, so buy one, get one half off. Then there was a $1 coupon per little, like every one of these you bought, you got $1 off. So I think I ended up spending maybe $2.99 for each foundation, $2.99 for the powder, and I think $1.99 for the concealer. Super duper cheap. The coupon will be attached to something like this right by the display, or it should be. And then they do have 20 shades available at Wet n Wild. Mine, I believe, only had like 8 to 10 shades. There are a few here. And the 2 shades that I picked up were Soft Beige, which is a light, medium, warm tone. I love that they tell you if it's light, medium, warm, or cool. It makes it so much easier. So mine's Soft Beige, light, medium, warm toned. And then Cream Beige, medium, neutral tone. So this will obviously be when I'm tan. This is the one I wore. It was a tad bit yellow and a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like I made it work and it looks totally fine. It's a glass jar. It has no pump, but this interesting spatula. It is a little bit more of a runnier foundation, so it's a little bit more liquidy, less creamy, but I didn't find that the spatula was, too inconvenient. If you are a little bit of a germaphobe or a little bit afraid of germs or bacteria, you may not love that. You can just dump it onto the back of your hand or put the spatula onto like a little tray or something and go with that. I'm the only one using the foundation. My face was clean, my hands are clean, so I just, slap it on the face. But concealer I got in the shade Light, and then the powder I got in the shade Neutral Beige. So there was a ton of different powder shades. Now the packaging's a little bit cheap on this. It's like a little plasticky packaging, but that's okay. It's inexpensive foundation. So the thing that makes this foundation special is it's supposed to be tested, or it was tested, in 7 different lighting atmospheres, so you're not supposed to get flashback. It's supposed to look good in every lighting, which we're all about that, whether you are into full face glam or not. If you have foundation on, you want it to look good inside, outside, under fluorescent lights, in the club, wherever, you want it to look good. This claims to do that. So it says that it is flawless and tested under 7 different light conditions. Now the 7 different light conditions are clear blue sunlight sky, outdoor PM, indoor PM, electronic flash, fluorescent light, bathroom light, and nightclub light. So this should look good in no matter what light you're in. It's a pretty hefty claim. So I'm under really bright lights right now. I feel like it looks great. We'll have to see when I go outside what it looks like. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, and if you are subscribing, hit the little bell icon by the subscribe button. That way you're notified of any new videos. I know YouTube was crazy and unsubscribing people, so this might help with that issue. I had a lot of you guys messaging me saying you were unsubscribed. So hopefully hitting that little bell will notify you of new videos. I have videos coming up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So now you know to check on Monday, Wednesday, Friday if there is a new video. Hit that little bell and you'll be notified. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see how this applies and wears throughout the day, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I have part of my eyes done, but some of the products that we're going to be doing a first impression on are eye products. So I kind of just stopped my brows and eyes where they were. I have a brow product, I have foundation, I have so many great new things that I'm really excited to try. So we're going to move over into foundation. What we're going to be reviewing today is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Now online on Wet n Wild's website they have 20 shades. I found this at Rite Aid and they had about 8 to 10 shades in store. So I picked up 2. This one is Soft Beige and Cream Beige. My Bye Bye Pores, which is like my favorite primer right now. That's what we're going to use, and we're going to prime the left side and then keep the right side unprimed. I'm going to start off with the Soft Beige because that's the lighter of the 2 that I have. The packaging is nice. It is a glass bottle. The thing I don't love is it doesn't have a pump, but it has this like spatula thing, which kind of reminds me a little bit of the YSL foundation with the little like weird spatula situation. Since I'm just using this on myself and my skin is clean, I'm just going to, you know, glob it onto my face. Did you just see that? So it's obviously a little bit messy. And it's not super thick. As you can see, it's kind of like dripping down my face. Let's start with the Beauty Blender and see how that works. This is the Real Techniques complexion sponge. I'm sure you already knew that, but just in case you didn't. Pretty much seems okay. This has a little bit more of a yellowy undertone on it. It does say medium, neutral. What's this one? Light, medium, warm. So it does tell you the undertones, which is nice. I couldn't find anything that was like a light, medium, neutral in the store. They had like a real rosy pink color, but it looked really like peachy. It looked just a little too much. So let's go in with a little bit more yellow. But I don't feel like it looks as yellow in person, but let's get this blended out and see. Well, I definitely feel like this shade is just a little bit too yellow for me. So I'm gonna build up a little bit in the areas that need to be a little bit more, like around my nose. And it's definitely very matte. Like I don't feel any glow or dew with this foundation. Like it's pretty matte. Yeah, look at that. Gosh, this was definitely the wrong shade. But we're gonna just make it work. Let me grab my mirror and look up a little closer. It's definitely a matte finish, full coverage. I mean, I'm really not seeing a whole lot of skin peeking through. I like the way it looks on the skin though. It's not clinging to dry patches. I don't see it settling into my pores or accentuating any pores. I really like the finish of it. I really like the finish of it a lot. We're gonna see how this works. I got mine in the shade Light Ivory. The light medium looked pretty dark and it looked like darker than this foundation. So I went with this one. I think there was maybe a fair, but you guys, this was like so cheap. It was so incredibly inexpensive. I think this concealer cost me $1.99 after the buy one get one half off and the dollar coupon that they had on the display. So check out your Rite Aid if you are interested. It's the only place I've been able to find it here locally, like in the Reading area. So my Walgreens did not have any new Wet n Wild products, which was very disappointing. So Rite Aid came through for me. All right, we're gonna blend this out. The color I think is good. I think it's that was a good choice with this one. Gosh, it blends out really easily. Blends out like a dream. I really like that concealer. It blended really, really nicely. It's not like drying on the under eyes. It's not accentuating fine lines. It's not settling into the pores weird. It really did blend nicely. And it blended really nicely over that foundation. Sometimes when foundations feel super matte on the skin, it can be hard to blend cream products over it because it kind of messes with, it moves it or it kind of makes it splotchy, but this blended really, really nice and really easily. I'm going to set just my under eyes with my Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. This powder just like literally blurs all your imperfections and your pores and stuff. It literally looks like somebody took an eraser to your pores. I want to set the rest of the face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is in neutral beige. Again, tested under 7 different lights. And I'm just using a Real Techniques powder brush. This looks pretty light. There's quite a few shades lighter than this, so I don't know if it's gonna have a whole lot of color payoff, but more along the lines of just setting this. Okay, the combination of those 3 products is pretty darn good. I think I wanna go get this powder in like the lightest shade to set my under eyes, because I really like this powder. It's very, very light. I love the way this foundation looks and the powder. I feel like my skin looks really flawless. I think that the color actually is okay. Love the way it looks. Like it has given me the most perfect even complexion. It's full coverage. My pores look blurred. I don't have like a lot of dry under eyes. It's not accentuating fine lines. It's not settling into fine lines. So far, these 3 products together are like totally winning for me. It is 12:06. I'm going to finish up with the rest of my face, and don't forget to subscribe so you can watch the video of the rest of the things on my face. That will be in the description box of first impressions of all this other goodies. So 12:05, we're going to check in a little bit later, see how the rest of the foundation is holding up, the powder. Am I shiny? Does it still look great? Because right now I'm totally digging it, and I'm not super into really matte skin lately, but I'm really liking this. So if you want to see how it wears throughout the day, then keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up this video. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I am back with a check-in. It is 5:07. So I've had this foundation on for about 5 hours, and I love it. I really do. It feels good on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It's very flawless looking. The concealer is holding up fantastic. I just really like it. I'm not getting shiny. I'm not oily. It's held up. It doesn't claim to be a long wearing or mattifying foundation, but my skin still looks flawless. I feel like it looks really good. My highlight is like so bright still. This lip color it's in a first impressions that's coming up, but it's the Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. I have not touched up. It's been over 5 hours. I've eaten, I've drank. It's still on, still feels really comfortable. So this foundation is really good. I really like it. I don't feel like it oxidizes. I feel like it looks great on the skin. I like it better now than I did when I first put it on, and I really liked it when I first put it on. I'm gonna try to do one more check-in before I wash my face, so I'm trying to hold on to it for a couple more hours and get 8 hours of wear out of this. But I love it. I would highly recommend it for you guys to try out. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed this first impression, and you may or may not see me in another check-in. So if you don't, then I hope you guys are having a good day. And if you do see me in another check-in, then I'll see you guys in the next check-in. But either way, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. About 7:15, I've almost had this on for 8 hours. I'm at like 7-ish hours, but I am so tired, and so I'm gonna wash my face and head to bed. I know that sounds kind of lame at 7:15, but some days you just have to go to bed early, and today is one of those days. But I've already taken my lashes off. I really love this foundation. I feel like Ethan has been grabbing all over my face and kissing my forehead and my cheeks, and the foundation is still holding up. It's worn off a little bit right here because he did kind of attack my face, but the foundation held up amazingly. It is matte, but then like as the day goes on, there's just like a tiny bit of glow, but like barely anything. It's pretty much matte. Love it. No touch-ups. The coverage is beautiful. Didn't look heavy and cakey on the skin. It didn't settle into fine lines. It didn't settle into pores. It didn't accentuate dry patches or pores or wrinkles. I literally felt like my skin looked flawless all day. When I went to go pick up Ethan at school, just looking in my car, you know, with the flip down mirror, I felt like my makeup looked amazing. Sometimes when you get out in natural light, you're like, ooh, didn't look this bad when I was inside, and now that I'm out in the sunlight, I feel like all of my pores are showing, or all of my imperfections are showing. I really felt out in the sunlight it looked just as beautiful as I felt it looked here in my makeup room. So I really like it. I definitely think it's worth purchasing. There's 20 shades online, a good 8 to 10 shades in the store, and it's like less than $5. It's so cheap and it's so good. I love the powder. I love the foundation. I love the concealer. I give this like 1,000 thumbs up. It is so good. So I hope you guys try this. If you do, what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.